Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. If you haven't heard, New York Comic Con happened over the weekend, and needless to say, DC had a booth out there. They were supposed to be promoting Creature Commandos, but of course, everybody's super excited about the future of DC holds out there, so questions turn to none other than David Conswet's Superman, that of course is supposed to be coming out next year, and obviously a lot of fans are very excited about this. I, for one, am very cautiously optimistic. I think the casting for this movie is absolutely spot on for the most part. I think we're getting a redheaded Jimmy Olsen. I think David Conswet is going to be, is absolutely spot on as far as the look for Superman. The guy put in the work to get the absolute work done. And then, of course, Rachel Bozeman as Lois Lane. Oh, chef's kiss. She is smoking hot, and I'm excited to see what they pull off with her in the series out there. So needless to say, James Gunn was asked some questions, and he got some information and released some information about when the trailer is going to be released, as well as how excited he is for everybody to see David Conswet's Superman out there. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly the information we have to bring to you right here, because we've got a couple of articles over here from CosmicBook.News, who was out there on hand checking out everything at the Comic-Con out there, reporting so diligently for all of us out there. So shout out to Matt McGloin. Go follow him out there on X if you haven't already. But yeah, we've got stuff out here. The fact that James Gunn is super excited about David Conswet, and of course some information as to when the trailer might appear as well. So we're going to check out these articles from CosmicBook.News, getting all of the juicy details, and give you all of the things we know about the Superman movie so far from New York Comic-Con. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below. Are you excited about this? Are you cautiously optimistic, or do you want no part of the future of the DC universe as long as James Gunn is there? Because I know we get a lot of comments about all of that kind of stuff. So let us know what you think about all that in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to support the channel, please check out the links in the description, because all of that really does help out. You are the grease between our gears, keeping this machine running after all. So from CosmicBook.News, Superman David Conswet is going to blow people the fuck away, says Gunn. Ooh, is it now? While attending the Creature Commandos panel at the New York City Comic-Con on Saturday, James Gunn gave updates on the upcoming DCU slate, including his Superman movie starring David Conswet. Superman gets released July 11th, 2025. Following Creature Commandos in December, launches the live-action side of the DCU. Yeah, Superman will launch the live-action side of DCU. Creatures Commandos is coming out in December, which if you haven't seen that new trailer for it, I highly recommend going and checking it out. It looks really good, and I'm even more cautiously optimistic, if not borderline excited, for Creature Commandos. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So James Gunn says, so the movie is going extraordinarily well. We're deep in the process of editing. David Conswet is going to blow people the fuck away, is what James Gunn says, and that's really cool. That's really exciting. I think because there's been interviews with the guy in the past. It was really funny because somebody asked him back in like 2015 or something like that. He's like, if there was one dream role in Hollywood that you could play, what would it be? And he said Superman, but of course he laughed about it because he's like, well, Henry Cavill's Superman right now, so I don't think that's ever going to happen. But if you really wanted to know what my dream was, that one would be it. And he's like, there's even some other stuff, some of his work in the past, people have said he plays a really good like farm boy from Kansas kind of character, so we might get a really good Clark Kent out of this movie as well. We'll find out next summer, and of course James Gunn and the rest of Warner Brothers will get what they deserve. So Gunn continued. He says, he's the movie star that everyone just dreams he can possibly be. And I don't think anyone really understands the depth of this guy's talent dramatically, comedically. He's the best physical action star I've ever worked with. He's an amazing actor. And obviously the comedy aspect is something that a lot of people are very much worried about. But Superman does occasionally make some jokes. But obviously everybody's afraid of this turning into another Guardians of the Galaxy romp, which is the last thing we need and is certainly not Superman at all. So hopefully James Gunn does a good job. He also mentioned the additional cast. And Rachel Brosnahan, people are going to die for her as Lois Lane. I mean, boys and girls, if you've seen some of the pictures out there, trust me, you understand where he's coming from. Woo, Lois. Hello, my dear. Eddie Gaffney as Mr. Terrific as well. And I think that's going to be good too. I'm excited to see what Mr. Terrific can pull off as well. Gunn also said that they're presently editing the Superman and it's getting close to where he wants it, but he is tough on the process. It's a great process. The edit is getting really close to being, good. I mean, the movie is good, so I feel good about it. I'm really hard on stuff, so it's been fantastic. And honestly, I'm really glad to hear that as well. I want him to be hard on this stuff. I want him to be critical of his own work. I want him to make sure he gives us the best possible story that that will make all of the fans happy out there. The best possible story that he can give us. Hopefully that's what he's doing right now. And we're also going to talk about the Superman trailer here in just a second. But this is a great little anecdote from David Conswet too, showing that once again, one of the reasons why I'm cautiously optimistic about a Superman, because the kid put in the work. David Conswet also recently talked about putting on muscle for the role of Superman. He goes, I thought I'd be happy at 190, but I wasn't. I wanted to push it. So getting to bulk up for Superman, I was looking for an excuse to really throw on some weight and see what I could do. I thought 210 was going to make me happy, and then I got up to 238. 238 was peak. Absolutely. This guy put on like 50, 60 pounds of muscle for this role. That is absolutely insane, because even at his height, he probably was what? 170, 180, sopping wet? I mean, that's insane. Over 50 pounds. Over 50 pounds. That is nuts. I wasn't 238 when we started shooting. Obviously not. I was 238 at my max. That was crazy. I put on one of those crew neck sweatshirts, Champion, and I put on one of those sweatshirts, and I was like an extra large or a double XL. And I was like, I fill this out. This is amazing. I didn't fit into any of my pants. That is hilarious. It's one of the reasons why I like this kid as Superman. He is willing to put in the work. He's said all of the right things. It seems like he wants to stick to it. So once again, it gets me cautiously optimistic. But oh, that trailer we teased about at the beginning. When could that come from? So Gunn was asked by host Josh Horowitz if the Superman trailer was on him, questioning, is there a trailer yet? See, now you're teasing them, Gunn replied. I don't have a trailer, guys. Don't get too excited. There is no trailer. No Superman trailer. Gunn continued and did tease. I do have some stuff on my phone. Horowitz joked, everybody, let's rush and get his phone. Gunn playfully shot back and continued to tease. I took it off me just in case people attacked me. Somebody in the audience has it. You'll have to guess who. I'm glad they're having fun with this. There's lots of stuff. It won't be too long before we see a trailer, but it's also not going to be too soon. So we're probably not talking in the next month or so. We're not talking about all of that kind of stuff. We'll have to see what ends up happening. So this is one of the things that the rumor is. While James Gunn didn't announce when the Superman trailer will be released, the best guess is likely Saturday, December 7th at Brazil's big Comic-Con XP Expo, where it's expected that Gunn and Superman cast will be in attendance. And if that's the case, then yes, absolutely. And obviously this wouldn't be too soon, wouldn't be in the month of November. Obviously it would be the month of October. It would be a ways out, and that would make sense. They have done this kind of stuff before. So I am still cautiously optimistic. If anything, I'm borderline excited for this. I'm excited to see what happens with that first trailer. That first trailer is going to tell us everything. But as of right now, it sounds like James Gunn is super excited about everybody seeing this. David Conswet is super excited about everybody seeing this. And the guy put in the work. And now we have the very good possibility that we'll be seeing a trailer in a little over a month down there at the Comic-Con in Brazil. And honestly, in South America out there, this would be one of them situations where I think this would be really cool. It would not be something in any way, shape, or form new for them to do, to go out there. They always end up having a really big hit in South America. They always end up doing really well with Warner Brothers down there. And having all of the cast, if the cast really, which obviously the cast is already going to be on hand. If the cast is going to be on hand for this, it makes complete and total sense for them to release the very first trailer. I, for one, am cautiously optimistic about the future of the DC. Everybody sounds like they're super excited about it. Everybody's saying the right things. And I, for one, am hoping to see a good quality, hopeful Boy Scout Superman with David Conswet in the future going forward with this. And at the end of the day, it sounds like everybody's excited, and those are all good signs. Those are all very good signs. But as we have learned so many times in the past with Hollywood, we have been burned time and time again. So it is all very understandable for all of us to be shy. So we'll see what happens with that trailer coming soon-ish, but not too soon, according to James Gunn. And at the end of the day, Warner Brothers, you will get exactly what you deserve. Be smart. Make the fans happy.